right, guys, we are back for another round of Q&A. Thanks for sending the questions. We ended up with like 20-something questions.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Plenty of stuff for a couple of videos. Where are we at right now? Do you know? No, not question-wise, like geographically.
Somewhere in northern Mississippi.
Yeah,
it's getting pretty hilly.
Yeah, it's getting really hilly.
Really hilly.
Look, I'll show y'all. We're about to come down a little piece of hill right here, which we're not used to in Louisiana.
Yeah, you've got to understand Louisiana is just flat.
Yeah.
Like you can see forever if there's not trees.
Okay, so we're going to tackle a few more of these questions while we drive. Well, we're on our way ultimately to what, around Jackson?
Yeah, we're going to be actually between Jackson and Nashville our first night.
Okay. But right now we're on our way to Memphis for lunch.
Right, we're stopping in Memphis for some Memphis barbecue.
What's the name of the place?
Corky's.
Corky's?
Yeah.
No, I thought you were saying Porky's.
Not Corky's, Corky.
Oh, Porky's would have made more sense. All right, so we're going to Corky's for some barbecue for lunch.
Yeah.
All right, well, hit us with a hardball here. What we got?
Okay, this question is from John Snyder. Wasn't he on the Dukes of Hazzard?
I think so, yes.
Oh wait, that was Schneider. This is Snyder.
Okay.
Okay. What categories of buying and selling do you still feel you lack knowledge of, and would you like to learn more about?
Man, I remember this. That's a really good question, because I lack a lot of knowledge. And it makes me smile when I think about that, because if I'm doing pretty good at reselling right now with what I know now, and I know that there's a lot of more stuff to learn, then there's a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, how many times do you pass something up that if you would have had the knowledge?
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually it's not the money, because I'm willing to spend a little money. It's not the money that stops you from making buys, it's the knowledge.
Yeah.
I tell you, you know what I think one place is? I think watches and clocks, timepieces in general, just because I see a lot of them at estate sales. You see a lot of clocks and you see a lot of watches. And I wish I was a little more comfortable and a little more knowledgeable about buying that stuff.
Yeah.
What else? Well, I want to learn more about shoes too. I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of it a little bit, but I'm just getting started with shoes. I don't want to know more about clothing, to be honest, because I don't like messing with it that much. I don't know. I mean, what kind of stuff do you feel like we see a lot that I maybe like shy away from?
Jewelry.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of times that's costume jewelry.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe coins. Like, I don't see them that often, but I would like to be more knowledgeable about coins.
Yeah.
Man, a lot of old stuff. I don't know that much about old stuff. What else you think? Anything else? I mean, there's way more than that.
There's a ton, yeah.
But that's just what came to me off the top of my head. So, really good question. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. And hey, people that are watching this right now, name one thing that you feel you're a little weak in and would like to know more about.
Giuseppe?
All right. Next question is from who?
The next question, and sorry if I botched this name, Diego Mastro Giuseppe. When the yard sale, garage sale season is over, where do you source from?
Okay. Well, we only have about, what, maybe 3 months where there aren't garage sales?
Yeah, we have very late, mild winters, so the garage sale season is pretty extended where we are.
Yeah, so, but to answer the question, when there aren't garage sales, usually I have a lot of stuff that I haven't listed yet that I bought during the year.
Yeah.
So that's the main source, is myself.
Thrift stores.
Thrift stores, of course.
Yeah.
Facebook is always an option.
Marketplace, yeah. Very good source.
Let Go, somewhat. I think Facebook's a little better.
Yeah.
There's still estate sales during the winter.
Yeah.
And there, there's the odd, I guess maybe a little retail arbitrage. I did some of that around last Christmas. So, yeah, that's about it. Mostly, though, myself, sourcing off of my own stuff that I haven't listed yet. Death pile stuff. Okay, what's the next question?
All right, the next question is from Damon Rourke. Do you look up items while at garage and yard sales?
All right, I'll let Candace try and answer that for me.
From my observation, rarely do you do it. Occasionally you do.
Yeah.
A lot of times, once we're back in the car.
Right. I usually don't. Yeah, I look them up all the time once I buy them.
We'll get in the car and get going down the road. He's like, Candace, look this up on eBay. How much is it going for?
It doesn't matter now. You bought it, dumbass.
I'm like, what's the hurry?
You're right. I'm just curious. I get excited.
Yeah.
But, I mean, here's the thing. I've been to a lot of yard sales. I kind of have a feel for what I should be buying and what I shouldn't be buying now, because I used to look stuff up more. And actually, sometimes I didn't look stuff up so much. But anyway, through experience, I kind of learned what sells and what doesn't sell. And some stuff I know I'm going to buy whether it comps out good or not, because I like it.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Some things are just fun to buy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
That's part of it, is having fun. But you know what? I'm usually right. Usually right. Sometimes
he'll buy something. I'm like, why are you buying that? And man, it just blows my mind when he sells it.
But sometimes, it blows you. You're not surprised. Like, what'd you think was going to happen with that?
Yeah.
But here's the reason I don't like to look them up as much at yard sales, garage sales, is that a lot of times you're paying like $1, $2, $3, $5, and speed is of the essence for garage sales, in my opinion. So I'm willing to take a hit on a dollar item, just to not stand around and look it up and stuff.
To get on the road to the next sale.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I'm right often enough to where that strategy makes sense. If I was wrong 60% of the time, then yeah, I need to get my phone out, and it'd be worth looking up. Or, I'll tell you where I do look stuff up always, just about. Where's that?
Estate sales?
Yeah, because I'm paying more money. The more money you pay, the more I look it up.
And you have a little more privacy.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Same thing I'd say same thing at thrift stores. I very rarely buy something without looking it up in the thrift store.
Because again, you're not looking at just $1 an item.
And it's not weird, because
everybody's got their phone in their hand.
Yeah, in a thrift store, it's pretty much accepted,
Yeah.
But like at somebody's private yard sale, I don't know.
People get offended.
I don't know if they do or not. I think it's more me just self-conscious for no reason, because I don't think they care, But yeah, okay, good question. I love that question. I've answered that question a few times in the past. I love it. I think it's a really good question, because I think most people, like when you're a beginner, when you're first starting, you should look everything up, because that's how you're going to learn the fastest. You're going to learn faster looking stuff up than you will by buying and selling stuff and learning through experience. So, good question. Thank you.
All right, the next question is from Daniel Bach. Great video. I got a question. Anyone can answer. If a buyer buys 2 items from your store they're asking for combined shipping when I put them together and print only one shipping label and put both items in one box, does eBay automatically reimburse them the difference in cost? If not, how do I do that?
Okay, so, man, I'm not good at this. Combined shipping is a pain. Like, okay, eBay will not automatically reimburse them the shipping overpayment. If you want to reimburse them yourself, then you can go to PayPal, find the transaction, and you can refund that amount. Now, keep in mind, when you do that, you're not going to get a refund on your on your final value fee that you paid. So you may want to take that final value fee portion out of the amount you're going to refund, so you don't lose out on that. Now, what you can do is, like, you can set up. It's a little bit outside of the scope of a driving down the road answering questions kind of thing, but you can set up. There's different ways you can set up combined shipping. Before the fact, like flat rate, you can set it up for like, $7 for the first item and then $1 for each additional item, or $8 for the first item and then all other items are free on the same order. Or if you do calculated, you can also set up combined shipping, but it takes a little bit of doing. And I think it'd be worth another video to do that. But yeah, really good question. I will do a video on that when I get home. So remind me.
Okay.
I'll tell her that, and then whenever I don't do it, I'll blame it on her.
Right? Yeah, because I have the world's worst memory. It's horrible. Okay, the next question is from Richard Meeks.
Okay.
Do you have a minimum profit target amount for items you purchase? Or do you try to triple or double up at any level? I'm switching to try to only buy items that I can profit $40 plus on, unless it's an easy flip or a lot of like items that will make listing fast and easy.
Okay, I like what Richard said there. $40 minimum. That sounds reasonable. That sounds good. Mine's probably a little lower than that. He said unless it's an easy flip. Like, I'll give the example of video games. Like, I could literally take a stack of 20 video games and have them all listed within an hour, and probably have 60-70% of them sold within a week. So even if I'm only making, let's say I'm netting $8-9 per game, that's still like 160, 180 bucks for an hour's work.
Right.
And it's a quick flip. Right. So, it's hard to say, oh, I have to get $40 per item. That doesn't make sense, because time and effort, quickness of flipping, whatever that word would be, those are all
turnaround time.
Yeah, the turnaround time is very important.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't think you can just look at one variable, like the net profit on one item. I don't think that, because that doesn't give enough information. Did you have to clean it or test it or anything like that? Is there a high probability it's going to be a high return item? How fast is it going to sell? Like, how much did you have to put into it?
You need flexibility.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. There is a lot of stuff that I don't buy anymore that I used to buy. There's some stuff that I sell now that I've had listed for a long time, and I go to pack it up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would never buy something like this again. Yeah. I see them all the time, just because your eBay inventory is kind of a timeline, of your progress. So, really crappy answer for your question. I'm sorry, but I don't have a good one. Good question. All right, before Candace reads his question, she asked me just now, she said, did you scrub these at all? So, a little nervous.
Not this question, but
all right.
You'll see. This next question is from Candace15.
Okay.
Is Candace normally as quiet as she is in the videos?
Candace in the videos is actually a blabbermouth. In real life, she's a lot quieter.
Yeah. I could sit in a room by myself for hours and not talk to anybody and be fine.
Yeah. And I'm not like that at all. Like, I feel like you got to talk a little bit to somebody if you're sitting in a room with them. This used to be a problem. Mm-hmm. I would say, what's the deal? Are you mad at me or something? I said, no, I'm just sitting here quietly. I'm like, that's weird. It doesn't bother me anymore.
He's gotten used to it now.
Now I'm probably like fooling around on my phone or something. But,
yeah.
But no, it used to bother. No, she's pretty quiet.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I have a job where I have to work with the public, so I'm having having to talk to people all day, and when I get home, I really want my quiet. But
Okay, you can have it, as far as I'm
no,
concerned.
I mean, with family and everything going on, it's just not going to happen. I've accepted that.
Okay, so I think he's like one of the only ones that says you're quiet though on YouTube. I don't think you are. You tend to talk a little more whenever the camera turns on. Okay, so now she's really laughing at this next question. So,
I don't know if I can read it.
okay, read it.
This next
Go ahead.
this next question is from Toot to Tall.
Yeah, I know. Tell him what this guy's going to say.
My only question is how a doll face like Candace wound up with you. Please let the hair grow out and the beard too. Maybe you won't look like an axe murderer. How do you murder an axe anyway?
But anyway, go ahead, answer the question, because that's for you.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's aimed at you.
All right, ask it again. Let's hear it. But just not the whole thing, just that part.
How a doll face like Candace wound up with
No,
you.
but you didn't have to read the doll face like Candace part again. I would meant the doll face. So how does that make you feel? Hey, doll face. What is that, from like the 50s or something? Do you have to wear
That's perfect.
whenever you say doll face, do you have to wear like a is that like a Humphrey Bogart thing?
Like a fedora?
Yeah, a fedora. Here's looking at you, doll face. All right. So
Lonnie and I used to work in the casino industry. We were both dealers when we met, and it was about 3 years before we actually started going out. We knew each other, but something just clicked one day. I don't really know what it was.
she came after me.
I did.
I'm just saying. She came after me. I didn't go after her. As soon as I found out she was interested, and I was very, very interested. But
Yeah.
she came after me.
Kind of a blabbermouth friend I confided to, told him.
Yep.
So,
And then, like, once I found that was a possibility, I started thinking about it. I'm like,
yeah.
it'll be all right. I thought more than that.
It's all right.
But to answer the question, did that answer the question?
I don't
Like, wait, ask that question again, because it was like it's just the part where it was kind of insulting me.
What, let your hair and beard grow out?
No, not that. Not that doll face.
How did I wind up with you?
Oh, yeah. You know how she wound up with me? She stalked me and got me.
True.
That's
It's
it. That's the
true.
truth.
Like, I don't know.
Didn't stalk me, but she came after me and she got me. That's
Yeah.
it. And now I don't know how she feels about it, but
Now I can't get rid of it.
I'm a fun guy. All right, guys, that is going to be it. Where are we at now? Those are kind of fun, huh? Some of those questions.
Where are we at in Mississippi?
Yeah, in the world. Where are we at in the world?
Let's see, we're coming up to George Payne
Kosar?
State Park in northern Mississippi. I think we're kind of getting close to Oxford area.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting up to the area near Oxford, which
Okay.
I traveled a lot on this highway last summer.
You think these questions are going to get more awkward for episode number 3?
Keep them coming.
Thanks, guys.